Hi, I'm Trish, Learning Facilitator from the Life Rooms. Welcome to another wellbeing video. Today we're having an online chat with Nina Halsall, Merseycare Dietitian.
Hi, and thanks for having me talk today. So I'm Nina and I'm a Diabetes Specialist Dietitian, and I work for the Liverpool Diabetes Partnership, which is an NHS service offering support from diabetes consultants, nurses, podiatrists, healthcare assistants and dietitians.
So Nina, what advice would you give somebody who loves their food and is looking to start their weight management journey?
Firstly, I'd like to say that I also love my food, and I would never tell anyone to follow a bland diet that makes them feel miserable. To make sustainable changes, you need to make sure that you're enjoying the food that you eat. So start by setting yourself a long-term realistic goal, and it doesn't always have to be weight related. It could be that you want to improve your fitness level so you can walk to the shops more easily. It could be that you want to feel more confident in the clothes that you wear. Then focus on how you're going to achieve it in a stepwise approach, focusing on the positive changes that you can do. So could you join a local fitness class with your friend? Could you try and have more salads and vegetables with your meals? Or could you try a new recipe each week?
Thanks, Nina. My next question, and I'm thinking more for parents here, however this can apply to a lot of people, but is there any advice for people who have a limited range of food that they like? For example, some people who don't or won't eat fruit and veg.
So it is much harder when you don't like healthy food like fruit and veg, but my advice would be keep trying. If you don't like something the first time you try it, then you shouldn't write it off. Our taste buds develop, so it's worth revisiting foods and trying them in different ways. Many people see vegetables as bland and boring, but how about trying veg in a stir fry and using mushrooms, peppers and onions, or roasting some veg and using some seasoning like herbs and spices? You might be surprised at the taste. Also, if you only like a limited range of fruit and veg, then still try and include these in your diet as much as you can.
That's great, thank you. Next question. Medical conditions and medications that can increase appetite often cause people to gain significant weight that they then find really hard to lose. What advice could you offer those who need help with this?
I appreciate how difficult it must be when you have other factors that impact on your appetite. So if you are struggling with a medical condition, for example, an underactive thyroid or polycystic ovary syndrome that make weight loss more difficult, then please visit your GP as there may be medication that can help. If you started on a course of medication, say steroids or certain medications for mental health conditions, then obviously it's a priority that you take these, but you can have ongoing discussions with your GP regarding the dose, and if you are concerned about weight gain, then ask for a referral to a dietitian. That way we can support you, whether it's weight loss or weight maintenance, to make changes to your diet and lifestyle.
Thanks, Nina. The next question is a little bit personal to me, but I can be a little bit of an emotional eater. Have you got any tips or advice that you can give me?
I would advise to steer clear from fad-restrictive diets and focus on a balanced, varied diet. Feeling good comes from a diet that provides consistent energy plus adequate vitamins and minerals. Therefore, regular balanced meals are important. Our meals should contain a variety of protein, carbohydrates, plus vitamin and mineral containing foods to support the body's functions. So having plenty of fruit and vegetables, whole grain cereals with some protein foods, including oily fish, will support a good supply of nutrients for both good health and good mood.
I've been asked a question recently about the low carbohydrates, high protein diets and how efficient they can be. There's a lot of hype about this in the press. What's your advice on that?
Low carbohydrate diets are widely spoke about in the media, and they can result in weight loss simply because carbohydrates like bread, rice, pasta, potatoes, crisps, cakes, etc. are the foods we tend to overeat. So by reducing them in our diet, we reduce the amount of calories we're eating, leading to weight loss. Unfortunately though, there is no magic diet for weight loss, and it's all about finding what works for you. If you restrict the carbohydrate too much, you may miss out on essential minerals and fibre, plus you have to think about how sustainable it is in the long term. Carbohydrate is the food group that gives us energy, so trying to follow a restrictive diet long term may leave you feeling lethargic and low in mood. I'm not totally against the low carb approach though. In fact, our team of dietitians is currently working on a low carb programme aimed at those with type 2 diabetes. We are aiming for 130 grams of carbohydrate per day, which means that participants are still encouraged to eat starchy carbohydrates, but focus on the portion they consume at meal times and look for lower carb snack ideas. Diabetes UK has a low carb meal planner which is available on the website for anyone interested in following this approach safely.
Thanks, Nina, that's really good, really helpful. One last little nugget of advice for anyone who's watching this with regards to their journey on weight management?
So my takeaway message is make it sustainable and make it enjoyable, and get support if you feel you need it. Also, be prepared for relapses. This is a normal stage of any type of behaviour change. The key thing is not to give up and accept you're not going to be healthy 100% of the time. So if you really want a piece of cake or a bag of crisps, then eat it, enjoy it, but try and go back to healthy eating as soon as possible.
Thanks, Nina. That's loads of great information there. Really, really helpful. I hope that's been helpful for you. Thank you for watching. Bye.